Hey everybody, it's Melanie coming to you from my home in the Outer Banks, North Carolina, and this is some of the artwork that I do. My daughter's currently working on that canvas back there, and my oldest daughter did some of the artwork up there. Some pictures of our family. And I'm going through some more spiritual life changes, growth, all of the things right now, and it's heavy. And so I have created a GoFundMe page to help hopefully raise some funds to get Lucky his farm. And in the GoFundMe, I discuss all of our journey, not in great detail, but in much more detail than I want to share here because I want to keep this video short. And what I wanted to focus on, I went and collected the pictures of Lucky around our home and wanted to show them to you so that you guys knew how much this horse has meant to me over the years. And so the first picture was taken by a professional photographer from Argentina, who was somebody I worked with in Long Island, Brentwood, Long Island, in New York. And this picture was when he was a 4-year-old stallion, 5-year-old, four going on 5-year-old stallion, living his life down there in the 80-stall horse barn on 17 acres, which was quite busy. And I just loved that picture because he was so alert, he was so pretty, he was just like full of joy and love and happiness and all the things. He was such a cool horse from the beginning. The way that I met him was I went to go look at a different horse that this man had. He was a horse dealer, about 3 hours, I think, from my parents' house back in the day in 2004. And I went and I looked at the horses that he had, and I was like, not really feeling it. And he took me up to his house, and I said, well, what's that horse over there? He said, oh, that one's not for sale. And I was like, well, can we just, go see him? He's like, yeah, let's go see him. And so he whistles, and Lucky comes running up the field. Runs up to me, sniffs me up and down, goes down, unties my shoe, turns around and takes off running. And I said, I want that one. And the guy's like, he's not for sale. And I said, yes, he is. How much do you want? So for $1,800, I bought Lucky back in 2004. I had no idea how to train a horse. I had no idea how to... I did have some idea because I'd been around them since I was 7, but I didn't have all of the tools. And so he and I just started walking together, and I took walks with him every single day. And once he really started to trust me, I took walks with him every single day and didn't need a lead rope. He just walked like a dog. And we'd walk and graze and walk and walk and walk, and eventually, I started riding him when he was about 2.5 and started doing really exciting things with him. And he was so smart and so willing and just a really good boy. And in 2007, I broke my back in an accident with him, spooking at a dog. And from that point on, my love for riding was forever changed. However, my love for Lucky wasn't. And so in 2009, we found a farm that we rented outside of Durham, North Carolina, in Rougemont, North Carolina. And this is a picture from that farm. And we loved it there. We were there for 2 years. And some really amazing times with my boy there. And had another riding accident over that same jump that he's standing next to, but I managed to walk away pretty clean. That actually created destiny in our lives, and part of why we ended up here at the Outer Banks because of that accident. But that's a whole nother story for a different day. And so then in 2011, our youngest daughter was born. And this was taken in May of 2012 when I got pregnant with our middle daughter, Lulu. And we went to see Lucky that day, and he pulled that hat right off her head and threw it around, and I have the pictures in my Google Photos. I went through them today. I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I still have the pictures of him flinging the hat in the air, and he was so excited to pull it off her head. And so that's the dude that you would be assisting in this donation process. And I had made a video today talking about how I wanted to put him down and how he didn't deserve to live the way that he's currently living. And I felt like hope was over for him. And at the end of the video, I talk about how it's a silly idea to do a GoFundMe page. because who would care? Who would want to donate to a random horse and a random lady with a random family and random rabbits and random everything? Like, who cares? You know, there's so much other stuff going on in the world. And then inside my head, I heard, like, that's that lack mentality. That's that negativity towards who I am and what I'm doing and what I'm trying to change in this world. And so if you donate, this is going to the Lucky Bunny Farm. We named it months ago in the manifestation process and in our prayers. And my girls and I have been dreaming about this. And so I'm reaching out to the community for help. And by donating, you're part of that community. And by donating, you're part of something special that I feel is going to transform lives. I feel is going to be something really good for people to see and experience. And I will share our journey without sharing my children because I feel like that violates their privacy. But I will share our journey, and I will share the rabbits, and I will share the horse, and I will share all the crazy antics that we get into together, because from the beginning of having Lucky, it's been crazy antics. And I mean, I bought my husband a black lab championship hunting bloodline retriever back in 2009. We're vegan now. But that dog would take Lucky on walks, and they would walk together. And I have like really old school YouTube videos of them together doing these things. And I imagined and envisioned this life with Lucky and these rabbits and just bringing joy to people's lives, because we need more of that in this world. We need more joy. We need more happiness. We need more kindness and more love. So with all of that said, we would love your donations. We would love to start something special. I eventually could see it as, with enough property, I could see it as a place, as like a farm to table, intimate dining experience on the front porch, and while watching nature and the animals and the life that we've created unravel before your eyes, and just be really special to get that energy right now where the world is and where we're at as society. So with all that said, if you've chosen to send us a little bit of abundance our way, we appreciate it and we love you for it and we're super grateful. And if you can't send that abundance now, like I said in my script that I wrote, not script, but like the writing, scribe came to mind. The writing in the GoFundMe, I was homeless at one point with our girls. I didn't have a car at one point as a mom. I chose to keep giving to him to make sure he was safe and make sure he was comfortable and make sure he was okay, so that he didn't end up at a slaughterhouse. He didn't end up at some terrible place where they just beat the crap out of him every day. Like, I knew he would be safe. And it was $330 every month, and I gave it anyways, even being homeless, even not being able to eat the foods that we wanted to eat and having to scrimp and save and scavenge. We did what we had to do so that Lucky could make it and be healthy and happy and comfortable. And so I'm hoping that all of that good energy that I've put out might save him, because he's not well and he doesn't deserve to suffer anymore. So help us get him a farm. Thank you so much for your prayers. Thank you so much for whatever you're able to give. Thank you. And we appreciate you and we're grateful for you. And just by watching this shows that you care and shows the kindness in your heart. So thank you for being here. With all of that said, I want to wish you all so much peace, so much love, so much namaste. Check out my other videos if you're interested in a spiritual journey, because I share all the tips and tricks of my trade and how I got to where I am today. Because I didn't used to be like this, and I didn't used to be a person of love and light and wanting to give and help others. And I also wasn't a person that would ask for help either. So there's so much change happening, right? So with all that said, so much peace, so much love, so much namaste. Soul within me recognizes the soul within you. All right, hasta luego, my friends. Adios.